Remember this? In 2022, AI tried to make Will Smith eat noodles and it looked weird. And this is in 2026, just 4 years later. If AI went from that to this in just 4 years, what would 2030 look like? Now AI writes production level code, builds apps, designs websites, and people are asking, should we even study computer science anymore? Here's the honest answer, and it's going to change the way you think about the next 4 years. Google says 25% of their code is written by AI. Microsoft says it's about 30%. The jobs everybody dreamed of while studying computer science engineering, those are disappearing. So the panic is real. Should I even learn this? Am I wasting 4 years of my life for something that won't even exist? But here's what nobody's asking. What were those jobs actually doing? And if AI is going to write code, what is actually left for us humans to do? Because if you thought your job was just writing code, I think you've misunderstood what software engineering was all this while. Yes, some entry-level coding jobs are indeed shrinking. But let's ask something uncomfortable. What were those jobs actually doing? Were they inventing new things? Or were they mostly taking a spec, turning it into code, checking if it runs, submitting it, and moving to the next ticket? That's important because these jobs were never about just writing code. They were about solving problems. Code was just the language, and now AI speaks that language faster. So if AI handles the tool, what remains? The actual job. Let's zoom out. When great smartphone cameras came, people said that professional photographs are going to be done. What actually happened? Everyone became a content creator. The people who understood storytelling, framing, lighting, they didn't lose. They actually gained an audience of billions. The tool changed, but the skill became even more important. AI is doing the same thing to software engineering right now. The tool, writing code, is being automated. The job evolved. The skill, solving problems, even more valuable than it's ever been. Understanding what the user actually needs. Figuring out how a system should work. Catching what will break before it breaks. Owning the outcome when something ships. AI didn't kill engineering. It just killed the part of engineering which was mechanical. And it exposed what engineering should have been all along. Let's take an example. Think about Swiggy. Swiggy is not a coding company. It solves a problem. Hungry people, restaurants with food, delivery partners with bikes. Technology that connects all of them. Today that tech uses codes, tomorrow it might use AI agents. And the day after, something else. But the problem, that remains. And as long as the problem remains, engineers will exist. Because you'll always need somebody who understands the problem, breaks it down into small pieces, designs a system, designs trade-offs, and takes responsibility when things fail. AI can write functions, but it cannot decide what should exist. Here's the part that should actually set you free. People will always need food delivered. Payments that work, cabs to book, homes to find, skills to learn. The way we solve those problems might change. The tools will change, the code will change. But the problems, those are human. They are not going anywhere. In 2010, the tool was PHP and MySQL. In 2020, it was React and cloud infrastructure. In 2030, it will be AI and things that we haven't even named yet. But in all 3 decades, somebody still had to understand what the user actually needs. How does the system work? What happens when it breaks? That's the constant. And if you spend 4 years thinking like that, learning to solve, not just code, you will be valuable in 2030, 2040, and even 2050. Because tools change, problem solving doesn't. So here's what it means for you. Right now, you're a student. If the world is changing this fast, what is the right classroom to sit in for your BTech? Not the best college name, not the highest cutoff, the right classroom. Think about what most engineering classrooms still look like. Professor reads from slides, you copy notes, semester ends, you memorize, exam happens, you reproduce, placement cell arranges for interviews, you crack a DSA round by grinding lead code pattern someone else has already figured out. Every single step of that, AI does it better now. The classroom that felt safe because lakhs of engineers came out of it, that's precisely the classroom training you for the work that is disappearing. That name on the degree will not protect you. The classroom behind that name might be teaching you to become obsolete. It's not their fault. Those systems were built for a different era, but that era has ended. The wrong classroom teaches you what AI already does. Take input, produce output, pass the exam and forget everything. The right classroom teaches you what AI can't do. Think, question, solve, own. This is the question we are obsessed with at Kalviyam. What does the perfect engineering classroom look like? Especially today with the advent of AI. Not the best college name, not the highest cutoff. The classroom that builds the engineer the world actually needs in 2030. We are still figuring it out, but here's what we are trying. At Calvium, first-year students ship software that real people actually use. Not an assignment that gets submitted and forgotten. Real software, real users, real consequences. When it breaks, and it will break, they are the ones who get the call. And that's how you learn accountability. And that's how you learn to ask the right questions. That's how you learn to verify AI's output, catch its mistakes, and know when you're solving the wrong problem entirely. That's not taught in a textbook, it's built through consequences. We are not claiming that it is the perfect classroom, but we bet it is closer than a classroom where the biggest consequences is just a failed exam. So should you study computer science engineering in 2026? Yes. But not for the reasons your parents think, and definitely not the way that most colleges teach it. The engineers who thrive won't be the ones who have learned to just write code. They'll be the ones who have learned to solve problems that matter and use whatever tool is available to do it. That's not a curriculum change, that's a classroom change. But here's the question I know that is already forming in your head. What if I study AI itself? What if I specialize in AI itself? AI/ML, AI/DS? Surely that's a safe bet. I used to think so too. Turns out it's far more complicated than that. The world doesn't need fewer engineers in 2030, it needs better engineers. And that's a topic for another day. If you're wondering, is the perfect classroom the most expensive classroom? Check out this video.